Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Mukbang. My name is John.
My name is David.
And I'm Kyle.
We're just few guys that love crypto and love to
And
eat.
remember, we don't offer any financial advice. We're basically just eating as three friends and chatting as we normally would. You just get to watch.
So we have a stew. It's called Budae-jjigae.
Army stew.
And if you love Budae-jjigae, this is the restaurant. It's called Maat. If you live in South Bay nearby, then you could check it out.
Yeah, this is local food. This is actually from the supermarket, h-mart, great Korean supermarket.
Oh, they call this Maat kimpap, and that's translate as a narcotic kimpap because it's so addicting.
So it's basically like a mini kimbap,
Yes.
and it's with the crab and radish and just the standard kimbap. This one I think is beef.
Bulgogi, right, or something.
I think
Beef. So. And this budae-jjigae comes with spam, sausage, kimchi, tofu. I mean, it's just random mixed stuff, but it's delicious. My mouth is already watering.
There's some noodle action for you.
So good. It is 맛있어요. We'll share how we got involved in crypto. We found out about Bitcoin and heard about crypto. Yeah. You wanna start?
It's been a few years since I've known about it. I remember probably 2012, Ron Paul era, libertarian community talking about this great alternative to the Federal Reserve System and money in your own custody, and there's no one printing it and all this stuff. So kind of the philosophical angle. But that was kind of when it was, I heard about Bitcoin, I heard about Litecoin. I remember being at an event one time in Orange County, and a guy brought a vending machine out with a bunch of paper wallets in it for like $1, $2, $5, just in Litecoin and Bitcoin, because it wasn't worth a lot then. I'd been into it personally 2017 spring because I saw the Bitcoin price, what was happening then. I'm like, what's going on here? I laughed when Bitcoin hit 100 because I like gold and silver and all that stuff too. So I'm like, I'm not sure about this digital stuff. But I got back in, I said, I'm not going to miss it again. What if I just, got 10 Bitcoin when it was $100 and I laughed? What would it be like, when it hit, December 11th, I think, 2018. It hit 17,000 plus. Some exchanges 20,000.
Right.
So I'm in now. I believe in it. I think it's here to stay, and we all seem to agree on that. So more will be revealed.
I mean, I heard about Bitcoin, but never, was interested. I just thought it was like some kind of digital currency for gaming. But in April of 2017, I went to Vegas, stayed at a Treasure Island, and after I came back, they actually gave me some rebate, like credit back to me. So they're like, do you want credit for the hotel, or you want cash back or Bitcoin? So I was like, oh, Bitcoin, I heard about this, but wasn't too familiar. And then I said, okay, how about I'll just try this Bitcoin stuff. And that's how I got introduced to Coinbase, because it automatically kind of shows you which wallet you need to get. So signed up for Coinbase and got about maybe $15 credit in Bitcoin. This was about April in 2017. And, same thing. I started seeing this Bitcoin going up, and I'm like, what is this? What's happening? My $15 started to go up to, I think one point went up to like $40-some. I was like, wow. So, I start to, research, read about what, this Bitcoin is, and it was fascinating, learning about this blockchain, this whole blockchain thing. I was like, wow, what is this? That's how I first, got involved, and now this is what we're doing. We love talking about crypto and food.
It's amazing. I like that you went to Vegas and a hotel was giving you rebates. By the way, some great spam here, soaked in peppers.
So for me, I heard about Bitcoin, I think around like 2012, 2013, but didn't get involved. I actually got involved August of 2017 before the crazy bull run to 20,000, and that was like in December. I was actually fascinated about the currency. I didn't know much about it, so I decided to do a lot of research, and I actually ended up doing cloud mining, mining Bitcoin. So that's just how I got in, and ever since then, I've been just in this space, trying to keep up with the news. But yeah, that's how I got involved.
It's the 18th. So this morning we actually saw, as of like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago, Ethereum was up 14 point something percent. Bitcoin was up how much? 7%?
Around there, 7.7%.
Litecoin was up 10-ish percent. So today we had quite a pop. And if we noticed it, it's starting to creep up again over the past 30 days. You're not hearing a lot about it in the news, but I think we might soon.
And I'm gonna try this. Kimbap, looks good.
I'm gonna do it too. I like the crunch.
Get this from h-mart in Torrance.
It's pretty fresh. Wow.
It's the spot, so good.
I wanted to start out with Korean food because mukbang.
Right. And then we'll post all the restaurants and places that we go and we eat.
Check the show notes.
And you know, if you live anywhere near OC, South Bay, or LA, if you know any restaurants or cafes that accepts crypto, please comment down below, so and maybe we'll visit them and check them out.
Absolutely. That would be excellent.
Oh, this is really
I haven't
good.
had BUDAE-jjigae in a while. And we had it, you know, obviously today was takeout, but the noodles aren't too bad. I was concerned, like, uh-oh, unless they separated, they could be like explosive noodles.
It's good.
So what's your favorite coin? If you have one.
I mean, I really like what's Cardano doing, because
Can you explain what Cardano is?
maybe we could kind of go deeper later, but you know, Cardano is the third generation blockchain. So like Bitcoin is the first generation, but they have a scalability issue. But I know they're working on the Lightning Network. The second generation is what, Ethereum. Basically, Cardano is the third generation. Want to do what first and second generation and bring those together. They're working on it. One thing I was a little disappointed is their wallet. Hope there's a better wallet coming out soon.
Doesn't load.
Yeah.
Even if you sync your clock and everything that they suggested, for me at least,
It takes a long time.
I've never succeeded. It was there for like hours and it's still not synced. What about you, DHL? Favorite coin?
Oh, Bitcoin for sure.
Why not JP Morgan coin? That's the new big one.
But Bitcoin, because simply, I mean, it's limited in quantity, 21 million, and 4 or 5 million are assumed to be lost. So that brings it down to 17 million. And just the narrative around it, it's perceived as a store of value, digital gold. You know, it was the first coin to actually be invented, Bitcoin, right? It was created in 08. And yeah, I think if any of the coins were to survive, it would be Bitcoin. It's just digital gold. And, you know, our generation, like the millennials, they understand digital really well. It looks like that they prefer Bitcoin.
I like Bitcoin. I don't know why you wouldn't like Bitcoin. Some people say it's the legacy coin. You know, there's other coins or token that can do more. Like Ethereum is like, actually, Satoshi wannabe dude. What's his name?
Dr. Craig Wright.
Craig Wright was actually harassing Ethereum and saying it's not good. But that guy's an interesting story. But yeah, Bitcoin, it's got the history that no other coin has.
Yeah, first mover advantage.
Yeah, and they're doing a lot of development too. Like I think they're gonna bring on the decentralized apps.
I mean, there's this one guy named Trace Mayer. I mean, he recommended Bitcoin when it was at a quarter, and I remember him saying, like, you know, the developers that are working on Bitcoin, these developers, it's kind of like they're the best of the best. It's like climbing Mount Everest, right? Not everyone can do it, and so the challenges that they're solving, it's amazing. It's really amazing. It's pretty much like worldwide talent because it's open source. So any developer who wants to contribute, who thinks that they have the talent, they can do so. Like Jimmy Song, right? Jimmy Song is a popular guy. He actually teaches people to program for Bitcoin. So he's doing some good work. But yeah, the team is strong.
Yeah, I know Vitalik Buterin of Ethereum. I think he worked in the New York Bitcoin office. They had one. It was like a pop-up kind of deal a few years ago. But he was kind of hung around the Bitcoiners a long time, and now look what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a smart guy. I think for me, I like Bitcoin. I like Ethereum. I like Litecoin. You know, it's similar to Bitcoin. I mean, it's a
The
clone
silver,
of Bitcoin.
the silver to Bitcoin, as
It
it's
is,
called.
yes, it is, and it's fast and cheap. And I do like the quantity, that it's 4 times the total quantity. compared to Bitcoin. And some people don't agree with this, but I think there could be a parity there. Because if you look at history, there's like, now some of this was dictated by governments versus like the market dictating the prices. But I know there was like, for example, for a long time in US history, it was like $20, $20 US was pegged to 1 ounce of gold, and $1 US was pegged to 1 ounce of silver. So there was like the 1 to 20 ratio. Right now, I think it's probably like 1 to 80 between the price of Bitcoin and the price of Litecoin. You know, it's pretty stretched. But if the rubber band, if I could say it's like it's elastic, if it actually snapped back in to 1 to 4, well, let's say we got back to a $20,000 Bitcoin, wouldn't that mean a $5,000 Litecoin? Theoretically, there's no, as far as we know, price controllers or central agency, you know, organizing any kind of parity between cryptocurrencies. I like Litecoin. It's fast. It's cheap. I like Charlie Lee, and that was one of the early ones that I knew too. I almost started mining that a long time ago. My fun story. This was another one that kicked me in the butt because it was a friend of mine was building machines, and he was selling them for like $400 back in like 2013 or 14. He's like, oh, you should buy this, you know. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't pay. It doesn't even pay the electricity. He's like, go take it to a Starbucks and plug it in and just run it. If I would have been running that $400 computer at the $2 Litecoin or whatever it was then, I would be probably a very happy man today. I'm still a happy man, by the way. I'm very happy. But that was like, wow, you know, the philosophy was there, but the infrastructure wasn't. And there's an argument, there's still not a lot of infrastructure, but it's a lot more than what it was. There weren't exchanges. Even if I had all this Litecoin, unless I have a friend who wants it, I don't have an exchange. Right. So, yeah, Litecoin all the way.
Litecoin.
I almost finished. Look at this. It's so good.
Let's remind people, we do have a website, CRYPTOMUKBANG.com. We do have a YouTube. Unfortunately, it's a long URL now. But at the end of this episode, you will see the short link. We also have Twitter, and we also have Instagram. So we'll be populating on different channels. We'd love for you to follow us. You know, give us your input, leave a comment, send us messages. And if you're in South Bay, who's taking Bitcoin? We want to find out. We want to go, and we want to, you know, just keep exploring here. It's a lot of fun. Until then, we'll have a lot more food coming your way and crypto talk.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.